Hey, fellow woodcutters, Topsaw here. Little stroll down memory lane, probably starting about a year ago. Started clearing this lot, knocking the trees down, pulling all the brush together, doing the best we can to clear it, and just opening up views and getting an idea of what the land will look like. After we kind of cleared it, we burnt a lot of the brush during the winter time and chipped a lot of it just to kind of get an overall feel. A friend came in with a grader, and that really helped open up a lot of the space, gave us a good idea of where build sites could be. Had a lot of fun with him grading the property, but then after a little bit realized I needed the big guns, so I hired an excavating company who brought in a big cat and also a really big excavator. It was really nice to work with my friends and their equipment just to get an idea of what I was trying to do before the excavator and the cat came in. So I had pretty good plans. The cat also helped clear an area for the septic system and then started digging out the pad for the cottage. And this video is the 6th video in the framing series of building this cottage and the 9th overall video. If you want to find out more about this whole process, go back and watch the whole playlist from the beginning, and that'll kind of lay out a lot of it. The trees all came down. I transported those trees out to a friend's house where we milled out all of the lumber. And then I actually used that lumber to build a little pump house that you see right here before the actual house started going in. I have a few videos on building this pump house. I love the idea of building it with the locally milled lumber. The other thing too is as I'm building this pump house, it gave me a lot of time to really get to know this property and where the best places, where the best build sites would be. So after the pump house was finished, I laid out the house, the cottage, and started building it. This is Freedom Concrete who did the foundation. They did an absolutely beautiful job on that foundation. After the foundation was finished, started framing it. Pennywise is doing the framing. They're doing a beautiful job. This is all down in the basement. And then from the basement, the subfloor went on. And then once that subfloor was on, started framing out the main floor. Framing through the winter, weather was holding pretty well the whole time. This is a OSB for the shear wall on the building and also the sheeting on the roof. Rolled out the trusses. Trusses aren't completely rolled out here, but they're getting closer. And then this is a timber frame in the front porch, and also there's timber framing in the back porch as well. And there it is, pretty well framed up. Still needs sheeting. When unexpected snowstorm hit and kind of set everything back, got everything super wet. But after that, it actually dried out really well, and we've had a lot of really dry weather. Since then, we've had a really nice dry spell, so started sheeting the roof and also the California frame ends going into that sheeting. This is on the inside, looking out the back deck. Deck got built as well. There's no decking on it, just temporary boards there, and looking into the front yard. It is a pretty complex roof line, but I love the engineering behind it and just the overall way it looks. So there's a roof all sheeted up, and then the roof starting to get put on and the house getting wrapped. And once that house is wrapped, it'll be sealed up, and then just starting to prep for siding by putting the windows in and also trimming out those windows, and then starting to side it up with hardy board siding. It's a concrete product, so it's pretty fire resistant and it looks nice. So there it is. Not all of it sided, but it's about halfway. This front side is sided. Also, the infrastructure got brought in. There's a water main coming into the home, and also the power being trenched down to the house as well. A lot of time putting the windows in, trimming them out, and putting the hardy board siding on. And that kind of brings us to the end of the last video, number 5 in the series for framing. And then this video is primarily plumbing, electric, and also propane. All right, here's the start of video number 6 in framing, and I think 9 overall of this house construction project. So propane company delivered the tank, ran the propane line to the house. It's pressurized, fire marshal has to inspect it. This first video you're watching, there are links in the descriptions to the other ones. Kind of goes from foundation to framing, roofing, siding. Just about done with siding now. Over the deck, all the eaves are soffited in. and then siding going up to the trim. Rough plumbing's in. So it's a toilet, showers, basins. So there's all the sewage going down, soffit built around that. 1/4 inch per foot. Out over here, there's a clothes washer tie-in, kitchen sink tie-in, and that's all out to septic. And then above that is downdraft for the stove, for the island stove. The sewage for the plumbing's going in. The 2 showers are floated. Look nice. HVAC unit is all in. Framing in of all the ducts. Snowstorm coming in, but this back wall is just about sided up. Pretty exposed up there. Medallions for light fixtures are right here. One small piece here is this did not drain before, so kind of regraded this so all the water comes away and then down and out. Inside the house, everything's closed up because it's freezing outside. And starting to get electrical boxes in. Fridge. So both plumbing and electrical. It's kind of laying out all of the boxes. Kitchen sink. Goes up to vent. And then all the light switches, where they're all gonna go, following the plan. In the bathroom, outlets, sink, new style, so you can pressure test. There's the toilet, electrical box, if you want one of those Toto electric toilet seats. And then here's the shower pan. The other thing we did with the shower pan as well is we blocked it out. So these blocks right here are all designed for towel racks. But these blocks right down here, all the way around, are all designed for a handicap grab rail. So that's in the second bathroom right here. Pretty low down. In the master bath, so the vanity, and then blocking here on both sides for hand towel racks. Blocking right there for toilet paper roll to mount. Curved shower pan with the drain in it. And then all the way around the master, blocking for grab rails. And towel racks right here. A couple other decisions is TV on a wall mount, so we need a wall electrical outlet up high for the wall mount TV, and then cable brought in there. Another wall mount TV here on this wall. Blocked in all the heating duct vents, and the HVAC's all in above, and the AC on that wall over there. The thermostat for the HVAC. Wall's done out back here. Got a lift for the top part of the gable. Looks beautiful. Front gable end, all buttoned up. Let's go inside. A little more plumbing, a little more electric. Cold water going in. All PEX piping there. Electrical going in. On-demand hot water heater here in the garage. Goes right through that wall to the propane, that hookup. And then how hot water demand works is that you have a loop going through the whole house, and you just have takeoffs off of that down to all of the fixtures. So the water's pretty much always hot, kept it at 120 degrees. So there's the hot going out, the insulated one, all PEX. The one next to it, that 3/4 one coming in, is water going in that way. And then in addition, like wherever you have a faucet or something like that T, that PEX right there, that 1/2 inch PEX, will go down to the front to the hose bib outside the door there. So that's where it's stubbed off right there. There's a 3/4 inch loop going through the whole house, and then the 1/2 inch coming off. So that 1/2 inch right there is coming down to the kitchen sink, right there. As well, there's a 3/4 inch water going in. There's a T coming to the back of the refrigerator right there. So there's a fridge box. In bedroom number 2 here, here's actually the water main coming in. So it's also PEX. So this is actually 1 inch traveling up through the wall there, down to 3/4 out to the water heater and the kitchen, and then 1/2 inch coming back here to the bathroom. So there's coming into the bathroom, pulling it in for the showers. There are the 2 showers. Vanities right there. Those green boxes, those things are cool. I'll show you how those work. There's Coco keeping an eye on things. So these green boxes right here are all the new shut-off valves. So there's the PEX coming into it. This is just a cap. And then inside of here, is the actual internal shut-off valve. That's this. This will come through, and this will have like a little knob on here. And then you could shut it off by pushing it. So you push it to shut it off and turn it on, all flush mount. Pretty smooth little setup right there. Same flush mount boxes for the toilets on opposing sides of the wall. Vent pipe going up and out through the ceiling. So if any gases build up in the sewer line, they vent out through the roof. We have the heating duct right there, and then the other ducting right there are the fans in the bath. And then you kind of see this manifold up here. It's kind of cool in the attic to get all the PEX piping to all of its places. This right here is just another line coming through the master and then going down through the wall there for the hose bib down below. So that's in the corner of the master bedroom. Plumbing and electrical are kind of working concurrently. So the panel's on the back side of that wall right here. And it comes through that sweep outside to that panel. So all the wires got pulled down into that box. And then that box, there's a sweep up through the wall. That sweep is going to come up right here. Power comes in here. Panel will be internally mounted there. PG&E doesn't need to get to it because the actual meter's over by the pole. So they're doing all their electrical poles over, kind of split half and half, going over to the main house over there. And then these are going to go out to the septic pump, water heater, and then run down this way, electrical in the garage and the rest of the house. There'll be a sub panel down below in the basement as well. That'll control some of the house on the far side over there. So electrical's moving along pretty good. Just pulling all the wires through. Boxes are set. Forward progress. Pull wires all the way through. All the wires going back over to where the panel's going to be over there. So this is going to be all the wires down here. And this is the main one here. I'll show you where that comes up through the floor upstairs. That comes up right here through the floor and then travels up through the ceiling all the way back out to the panel. So I have a lot of amperage available in the basement. Working on the gas line today. It's all steel pipe. Once it's cut, it needs to get threaded. Gas coming in through the wall, 3/4 over to the water heater, then gas to the rest of the house going up. Here's the gas coming down, the riser out to the furnace over there. Gas lines all the way in, going down the subfloor. out to the barbecue. Electrical's all in. Plumbing, rough plumbing's all done. Panels all set. 50 amp plug for electric car. So kind of everything's in now. Plumbing, electrical, there's AC. Rough is all done, windows trimmed. So we'll end the video here. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'll get the next one. Be insulation and sheetrock finish. I don't know how far that'll go. If you're new to the channel, think about subscribing. I appreciate you watching. Please comment below.